A man with a Punisher t-shirt enters the kitchen with a chair on his shoulder. In one hand, he holds a red ketchup bottle, and in the other a book. He pauses and looks at her briefly, puts the book on the counter, then the ketchup, and quickly puts the chair down. And he pulls up the sleeves of his short shirt and slowly sits on the chair as if he has hemorrhoids. Stroke his head and make some slow movements that look like a kung fu fighter stretching. Then he gets up, takes a cloth from the counter, and starts to fold it into a pancake shape and puts it on his stomach and moves away elegantly, like a karate teacher. Then he turns his head and with incredible speed, he starts slapping himself. Then he moves away in slow motion and reaches for the largest knife with his hand, swings it in regular circles, brings it to his neck, and returns it to the knife rack with a kind of movement like some timid, effeminate boy. Then he sighs and spreads his arms wide with a couple of breaks dance waves with hands. Then he takes some kind of wrestling candy bag, turns it to the silver side, and starts to rustle. Puts it on his face and slaps himself lightly with it, lowers the bag and puts it on his head as if he has a hat, immediately goes down into a kind of crouch, puts his hands in front of his head and swings them as if he is swimming underwater, stays in some position for a while, as if he is moving like a turkey, and he slowly sits down on the chair and immediately gets up, grab the hose from the pipe and twist it and sing, ooh, 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 ooh. Then he pours himself some water and toasts with the wall behind the tap, spills some water and drinks the rest and puts the glass down. He moves slowly and takes a banana and puts it around his neck and hands on his hips, and then makes some semi-stupid gesture and reaches for the ketchup. And while he takes a bottle of milk, the banana falls into his shirt and it hurts him, and he blows out and hits the milk bottle 3 times with the banana. Then he spins the side of his head several times. He puts down his things, takes a cloth, moves the bag and picks up the book and continues reading where he left off. Then exits the recording frame, but quickly his head appears in the frame, and he himself puts the book down and jumps out of the frame with some feminized copy of a bad ballet.